Hey guys, it's Brad coming to you live from sunny California. It's actually brilliant weather here today. The breeze is a little cool. The locals think it's cold, but coming out of Utah, this is fantastic. But the weather and the beauty of California is not what I wanted to talk to you about. I wanted to just talk about something that happened just the other day. So we had a webinar that was scheduled. We didn't even try to drive traffic to it. The result was exactly what you would expect. We had a person show up other than me who was presenting, and so I had a nice intimate conversation for about an hour with one person, and it was one of those things where I'd committed once I found out that we still had it advertised. I was committed to do it, and so I did. But the thing that I wanted to really highlight or really focus on was something that actually Russell talked about, and he's talked about it more than once, but he brought it up in the One Funnel Away Challenge. He talked about the importance of testing. In fact, I'm pretty sure he uses the phrase test, test, test. And that phrase was like a kick in the teeth for me Thursday, because we wanted to make some changes. I learned a couple things at Funnel Hacking Live as far as continuity and what we needed to do with our, or not needed, but what we could do with our landing page and taking people from the webinar and what they were seeing and then moving them over into the order page and, what they were seeing and making sure they knew they're in the same spot. So I dive in, make the changes. We're going to do some cool new things with our funnel, some stuff that we haven't implemented in the past, like an OTO that's a one-click OTO, stuff like that. But anyway, I digress. I go in and I make these changes, and I have it set up now so that we're going to have a new format, a new look that it's congruent with what the presentation is. And I click save, and it says saved, and it takes a minute, and then it kicks out, and I go through the entire presentation, put up the offer, goes to the order page, and I hadn't cleared the cache of my browser and of the server, and so the old web page was still up. It even included old dates, and the problem wasn't that I made changes. The problem was that I made changes minutes before I was supposed to go live. And so I didn't have a chance to test it. I didn't have a chance to test my new one-time offer, my OTO, my one-click upsell. I did not have a chance to test any of it and make sure I had done the things I needed to make it work. And so on one hand, super happy only one person showed up because we didn't drive traffic. On the other hand, huge lesson. We'd been using that funnel for months and it had worked flawlessly. And then I made the changes and we ran into this cache issue. Super simple to fix, and being low tech like I am, I had no idea what happened. So I hit up ClickFunnels customer support with it, and I actually got a response at like midnight because I submitted my first request at like 11:40, and somebody got back to me at midnight. Perfect explanation of what to do. Then I got a follow up the next day with some additional details and a video. So everything was easy to fix. The problem was I didn't give myself time to test. So total failure on my part after being, somewhat successful, hitting 2 Comma Club. I didn't let that get to my head. Like, I got this all handled, but I just figured, it's already working. I don't need to do anything about it. We'll just make a couple changes and run. And so big lesson learned. Always, if you're going to make massive changes, because I made massive changes to the offer inside that page. If you're going to make massive changes and then do a live webinar about those changes, you should test it first. So anyway, that was just a big revelation, and it was funny to me that I had literally heard Russell talk about that in the One Funnel Away Challenge just a little like a week or two ago. And so no matter how many funnels you've done, no matter how many edits you've made, Always leave yourself time to test before you go live so that you don't end up pushing an offer that doesn't exist when they go to your your offer page. Anyway, that was just a huge revelation. Now, if you want to learn these secrets and these tactics, go to 30dayofa.com. I keep pointing. I'm going to put it down in the comments down below. But yeah, go to 30dayofa. Get in the challenge, guys. It's $100 to get in the challenge, and you get a book that is like this thick. You've seen pictures of it. You'll see some more of the 30 Days book from Russell Brunson, with 30 entrepreneurs of how they would go if everything was taken from them and go from zero to the path of financial freedom again in 30 days. And it has been, every single chapter, I have come away with just massive revelations, and it's actually an awesome book. It may be my new favorite book, and that says a lot when you put it up against people like Tim Ferriss and Tony Robbins and his Wealth Mastery book that I believe as a father tells every single thing I wish I could teach my kids, but have never known how and never had the verbiage. And so he teaches everything I wish I could teach my kids in that book. And the 30-day book from Russell might be my new favorite book. So get into the challenge, 30dayofa.com. Always test. And I will see you guys on the right side of success. This is Brad with Real Entrepreneur Secrets.